$100 per hour. That's how much you can be paid as an experienced virtual assistant. Hi, I'm Mr. Howto and welcome to this video presentation. High paying skills for virtual assistants. But before we start looking at what skills that pay for a certain salary bracket, just some quick things. I create new videos for virtual assistants, dropshipping, and e-commerce businesses every week, so please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And if you have questions, requests, comments, or suggestions, please leave them at the comment section or you can email me directly. And one more thing before I show you the bracket and the skills associated for some salary brackets, please remember that salaries not only depend on skills alone. A certain level of experience is also a requirement for getting the pay that you want. We cannot command a per hour rate of $100 per hour for a skill or a task if it is just something that we have started doing like a week ago. I mean, it doesn't work that way. And once you find out what skills you need to get the pay hike that you want, then start taking action and try to learn and practice those skills. If you already have these skills and experience, then it is time to have a talk with your employer and find out ways on having an increase to your salary. Now that we have established that caveat or condition on skills and experience, let's start with our first salary bracket. It's $1 to $20 hourly rate. And for this salary bracket, it's the entry level rate for everyone who's just starting in the virtual assistant universe, so to speak. And it just includes 0 year to 1 year experience for those who are just newbies. So what does that include? What kind of skills? Remember that I'm talking about skills and not tools. So skills refer to what you can do as opposed to what are you using to do that task or job or the manifestation of your skills. Like for example, encoding is a skill. What do you use for encoding is like for example Microsoft Word or Notepad. So Microsoft Word and Notepad are the tools and encoding is the skills. So this presentation is about the skills as opposed to the tools. I will be preparing another video on what kind of tools that would be helpful for virtual assistants that they can use to be more productive and actually do their jobs. So for the $1 to $20 hourly rate, the first, probably the most common kind of skill is daily management. So what kind of daily management are we talking about here? It's more about the calendar of activities for your employer, the scheduling for your employer. It also includes the skills for correspondence, like answering emails, answering queries from your customers, answering complaints from the clients of your employer. It's just basically customer service kind of correspondence. It may be through email or calls or even text. So that's what kind of correspondence that you would probably make with this salary bracket as a virtual assistant. It also includes simple social media tasks like uploading images, videos, audios to your employer's social media if they are influencers or the likes. You can also do transcribing audio for the videos that you are going to upload. You also do scheduling of uploads, adding templates and descriptions for those uploads. And what kind of social media? These are Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn, just to name a few. And you can also do simple merch tasks like uploading images for your employees' merchandise online, like t-shirts, cups, stickers, posters that need uploading for those images, and those platforms that you will use to upload these images for the merch are like Redbubble Amazon Merch or Shopify or BigCommerce, TeePublic, Teespring, and that's just to name a few. So this is for the $1 to $20 hourly rate bracket. And I almost forgot that on this kind of bracket, because it's an entry level and it's the very basic tasks and jobs that virtual assistants do. On this salary bracket, people also do include spreadsheets and encoding and typing jobs, probably even bills payment and bookkeeping for accounting tasks. And now we're going to the $15 to $30 hourly rate. So what does this include? It includes 1 to 3 years experience in the virtual assistant domain. You already have some advanced daily management, so it's no longer limited to just calendar of activities and just scheduling for your employer. You actually know what the routine would be, and you can actually probably predict on what your employer already does, and you already tell them what to do, and you already advanced in thinking on what kind of scheduling in the future that they have, and you actually prepare for it. Another one is overall correspondence. So you're not just limited to answering emails, queries, complaints, and advanced customer service, but you also do, if your client or employers have an e-commerce or a drop shipping business, you actually do prepare the tracking numbers, the inventory, the talking to the suppliers, and the works. You also do follow-ups on customers. You do surveys on what kind of are they happy with the services, some kind of stuff. So those kind of surveys. And you also do, if your employer has some kind of startup IT business, you can also do some kind of troubleshooting tasks for their clients and like solving simple problems that they are encountering with gadgets or electronics things that they have probably purchased from your employer. So you do those kind of stops for your overall correspondence for this salary bracket. And you also do full customer support, so you're just not just answering complaints, but you also do follow-ups like what I said, and probably this full customer support that I'm talking about is you can already handle the kind of toxic work and complaints that people receive when they receive complaints from something that people have actually purchased online. So that kind of stuff, for this kind of salary bracket, you deserve this kind of pay, because a very toxic customer support deserves a higher pay, especially if you don't have any medical insurance or medical support from your employer who is probably overseas. Another one is some advanced social media tasks. Like what I said from the first bracket, you do uploading images, videos, audios to your employer's social media, transcribing audio or videos, scheduling uploads, adding templates and descriptions for those uploads. But you also do recommendations to your employer what kind of beautiful stuff that your employer can add to their social media accounts. And you just don't receive instructions anymore. You know what to do, you have mastery of your work, and you have mastery of handling social media. You're basically a social media manager now. And you also do set up new social media accounts and design of those accounts especially fitted for your employer. And for advanced merch tasks, you're not limited to just uploading images for the merchandise, for the t-shirt, cups, stickers, posters in their Redbubble or Amazon merch accounts, but you also do market research now, and you do computations on return of investments, because that would help your employer in their decision making on whether they have a successful business or not. So you've already achieved this kind of level. You can actually do suggestions and recommendations to your employer at this kind of salary bracket. And of course, you still do some kind of spreadsheet tasks, including typing jobs. You also do bills payment, and your employer has trusted you so much that they actually trust you with their credit card details. You also do bookkeeping and some more complex accounting, and probably using tools like Xero. So that's basically the $15 to $30 hourly rate for the second bracket on the virtual assistants. Now we're up to the $25 to $50 hourly rate for the virtual assistant jobs or skills. So what does this include? It includes 2 to 4 years experience in the virtual assistants world. And you also have prior professional 9 to 5 work. You've already worked in the professional field, and you probably just resigned and wanted to do some home-based work, and you decided to be a virtual assistant so you can command actually this kind of high salary range. And what kind of skills do you need to actually have this salary range? You must have some kind of accounting, engineering, and probably even government kind of skills or experience. So you must have advanced accounting and bookkeeping skills. You can do actual financial reports. For engineering, you can do engineering tasks, designs, computations, and recommendations if you're working remotely. For government tasks, yes, believe it or not, there are government tasks available for virtual assistants. The safer ones, the ones that will not compromise the security of certain governments, something that they can actually delegate to other people remotely and do safely. So yeah, you can also do documentations, because government work sometimes it's a skilled job. Not everyone works in the government, but some people who actually have retired and just want to work from home act as virtual assistants for other governments who actually have experience in doing stuff that some governments cannot find within the domain or the country that they are in. Like, for example, you are an experienced American government in agriculture research, and someone from Africa, for example, just an example, needs some kind of help, and help is not available in that area, they can actually hire this imaginary, I'm just giving an example, an American research scientist or whatever. So yeah, you can actually do government tasks online. At this level of salary range, you already have some kind of team leadership, that you can work remotely to handle staff that also work remotely. And you also have some decision making skills, because if you're working for the same employer for a very long time now, you actually know how that employer thinks and what kind of decision making he or she does, and you can actually do it for them if they are not available. So this is a very important skill. This is one of those skills that you cannot just teach people who are just newbie or just new in the business. So this is some kind of you acquire being in a mature professional environment for years. And so yeah, this is something that you cannot teach. It's something that you acquire through the years. And you can also do sales and marketing. Yes, you can also do sales and marketing as a virtual assistant. Some employers actually need this, and because this is a higher salary range. Why? Because sales and marketing, as we all know, is quota based. That's why the pay is high, and you have actually bonuses. You need to meet some targets, and that's a very difficult and stressful kind of job. That's why the salary range is high. You can also have software development skills. Yes, you can also do that as a virtual assistant. If you have some other tasks like daily management, correspondence, and if you know some kind of level of software development, you can actually do some programming like simple HTML, JavaScript, React, Redux, API setup for Shopify, Amazon, BigCommerce, Facebook Pixel, and the works. So you can actually do that for this salary range. Aside from these, you can also, if you are an expert in image and video design and editing and audio mixing, you can actually command this high of a salary range. And now the last but definitely not the least, the $45 to $100 or more hourly rate. So what does this include? It includes 4 years or more kind of experience in the virtual assistance space. And you also have prior professional 9 to 5 executive job from the past, and you probably have just retired as well, and you just wanted to do some basic, not full-time, home-based executive work. So I guess you already know where I'm going through. This includes project management. Yes, this is something that you can actually do remotely, and some employers require this because they don't have the kind of maturity or experience in doing project management, so they can actually delegate it online for people who act as virtual assistants who are actually project managers. So this is also categorized as virtual assistants because you're not full-time, you just work part-time and you work remotely. So this kind of executive job, you already handled project management in the past, probably in an accounting business or engineering business, probably even government or architecture or sales, marketing. Everything that you can actually think of, you can actually delegate it online, and it's safe as long as the actual transactions and tasks are also safe. You can actually also act as an executive secretary, so you can actually do this as well. You can actually do this as a virtual assistant / executive secretary. So this is the more advanced daily management, calendar of activities, and scheduling. You can actually act as a mini me or second in command to your employer in actual decision making. You can actually do project deal negotiations in this can actually also be categorized in project management because this is something that you can actually do on behalf of your employers. If your employers are not used to deal negotiations and you're matured enough and you have prior longer term experience on this kind of stuff, you can actually do this for your employer. Remember that this is just a very short-term kind of job. That's why it's very critical and has a high salary range. It's not something that you can actually do for years. It's something that you can actually do on a contractual basis, like weeks or months, but definitely not years. You can also actually do security data management for your employers if their businesses include software development, cloud data management, and you have prior experience on security. You can actually command this kind of price. Another one is if you're a software architect, which is the most common that you can actually see in online job hunting portals. You can actually see software architect openings as virtual assistants as well. So this is also considered as a virtual assistant because you are helping employers online and remotely. So there you go. I think these are the more basic ones that I can list for now. I did some market research. That's why I came up with this. And I also did some kind of level of spying on other jobs and other employers and other virtual assistants out there. That's why I came up with this salary range that I actually made a matrix of, and this is the one that I'm presenting to you guys now. And I hope that it had helped you in some kind of level in determining what kind of skills that you need to achieve this kind of salary range and what kind of experience that you can actually have in doing a virtual assistance job. So something to look forward to in my next video presentations. Just a reminder, if you need to be notified of my new videos that I upload every week, please subscribe to my channel. So future topics, where to look for clients. I can give you some help on that space. I can help you look which websites to look for your potential clients if you're working as a virtual assistant. What kind of softwares or tools that you can use for virtual assistants. This can include free and paid software as well, the ones that are trending and most commonly used for virtual assistants that can help probably even the newbies or those who are planning to be virtual assistants, and more. So I'm preparing new videos. So again, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't, so that you will be notified on my new video presentations. So please don't forget to like my channel, and please also leave some comments, questions, suggestions, recommendations, or requests. Yes, I can answer all of those, and if I know how to answer them, I will try and probably even create videos for you to help you in achieving your goals. Please, again, this is the 5th time that I said this. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and follow me on my social media accounts in Facebook and in Instagram. Thank you very much, and I hope that this will help you in achieving your goals as a virtual assistant. See you on my next video. Thank you.